Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss Indian Constitution. It's been a while since we have uploaded videos, but from now on we will be regular with our sessions. Today we are diving into Indian Constitution, our constitutional law, first semester. It is for the 3-year semester, 3-year LLB program. It's going to be useful for the people who are preparing for 3-year LLBs, and this is just an introductory classes. It won't be a detailed information, just introducing the units wise, and where we will be giving a brief touch on each topics, giving you overview. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more content. Let's get into the today's topic, that is Indian Constitution or constitutional law, meaning and definition of constitution. In meaning and definitions, constitution is the supreme law that are you all aware of the informations. Constitution is the supreme law of the law. It defines the structure of powers and duties of government institutions and sets out the fundamental rights and duties of the citizens. And kinds of constitution is, as you all know, that it is our Indian constitution is a written constitution, and USA constitution also is a written constitution. Unwritten constitution is UK, and it is we also discuss about the rigid and flexibilities of the constitution, and federal and unitary constitution as well, upcoming classes. And constitutionalism, it refers to the idea of the government authority is derived from and limited by the constitution. It ensures the accountability, rules of law and protections of citizens and rights. All those things will be come under the constitutionalism. And next is preamble. In preamble, we also discuss about the soul of the constitution, and it reflects its objects and justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. It also declares India as a sovereign, socialist and secular democratic republic country. So these all features comes under the silent features that we will discuss in the upcoming classes. Next is we will discuss about the citizenship. The preamble is all about the silent features. I already discussed with you that it is a soul of the Indian Constitution and reflecting its objects and justice, liberty and equality and fraternity all comes under the preamble. Upcoming classes we will discuss in detail and elaborately. Second unit also talks about the it defines the article 12. So before that, I just left this one topic, that is citizenship, modes of acquisitions by birth or by by descent and registration, naturalization and terminations, renunciation and deprivations. All these things comes under the citizenship. How to acquire the citizenship or how to terminate the citizenship all comes under the citizenship. So that also we'll discuss elaborately in upcoming classes. Now let us move on to the unit 2, that is article 12. So article 12 includes the government and parliament. It actually talks about state, all right, and the equality, law and equality. It defines the state's article, includes government, parliament and state legislature, local authorities and other authorities under the control of the government. So that talks about article 12. Next is new judicial trends and concept of the state actions. In this, court have expanded the definitions to include private entities performing public functions. All this comes under this one. Okay, definitions and meaning of pre-constitutionalism. Pre-constitutional is law existing before constitution came into force. So that we will discuss. How does it come what is pre-constitutional, what is the law made after the constitutions, or how it becomes invalid and valid, and doctrine of severability. Doctrine of severability talks about invalid parts of law can be separated if they are unconstitutional. So that we talk about in the doctrine of severability. Doctrine of eclipse, pre-constitutional law and inconsistency with the fundamental rights are not valid but remain dormant. So that we discuss in the doctrine of eclipse. We also discuss the judicial review. Judicial review talks about Article 13 declares that law inconsistency with the fundamental rights are valid, wide, and judicial review ensures the constitutional supremacy. So next is Article 14. Article 14 also is Article 14 guarantees equality before the law and equal protection of the law, and new concept of equality and judicial interpretation of equality. So equal includes the substantive equality, ensuring fairness and justice of the marginalized groups that we are going to discuss. Okay, this topic is very important for your exam point of view. So we will discuss that later in classes. So unit 3 talks about the protective discriminations of freedom. In that we are discussing Article 15 and 16, new judicial trends on the social justice and constitutional provisional on untouchability under Article 17. Article 15 and 16 allow the state to make special provision for a special and educationally background classes, women and children. And judicial trends are courts have upheld affirmative actions while ensuring it doesn't violate the basic structure of the constitutions. Article 17 speaks about untouchability. Untouchability is like abolition untouchability and forbids its practices any forms. So that is what an Article 17 talks about. And next topic is Article 19. Article 19 here, freedom of expression, like right to freedom, right to speech, expression, different dimensions. All this comes under Article 19. Okay, so Article 19 includes the freedom of speech and expression, assembly and associations, movement and residence, and professions, which is very important for your exam point of view. And reasonable restrictions, these freedoms are subject to the restrictions in the interest of public order, security and morality, etc. So next unit is unit 4, that is right of acquisition and secularism. Right of accused, meaning protection against the ex facto law, double jeopardy and self-incriminations. So this all about the wrong in detention, right of self-incriminations, and right to arrest a person, preventive detentions law. So Article 12, 20 speaks about the right to accused, the protection against exposed to facto law and double jeopardy and self-incriminations. And Article 22 speak about safeguard against the arbitrary detentions, and including the right and informations of grounds of arrest and consult a lawyer. So this one talks about this. And right of life and personal liberty is very important topic that we will be discussing in an upcoming classes. That is, expands by the judiciary to include right to privacy, health, education, and clean environment. All this comes under the Article 21. Initially it was only right to life and liberty. Later it has different facets, and it is elaborated in a different perspectives. So article secularism and freedom is 23 to 28. Okay, we don't have that, is it? 23 to 28, that is guarantees the freedom of religious and subject to public order and morality and health. Next is cultural and educational minorities. So cultural educational rights of minorities, protection of right of minorities to converge their cultural and establish educational institutions. So, and next is cultural and educational rights of minorities speaks about Article 29 to 30. Okay, here they protect the rights of minorities to conserve their cultural and establish the educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies and constitution Article 32 to 226. So it also have many writs, habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibitions, tertiary and quo warranto, that we will be discussing upcoming classes. And Right to property comes under Article 300A and constitutional right after the 44th Amendment Act. And directive principle of state policy, that is also a very, very important topic in terms of this exam point of view. We will discuss that later, upcoming classes. And international interrelations between the fundamental rights and the DPSP. That is also one of the important topic. We will discuss on the upcoming classes. This is just a brief introductions to the topics, well covered in the detail upcoming videos. Stay tuned and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel to more updates. Let's make this learning journey together. See you in the next video. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.